This is Marie from Huntington Township Watch. Previously, I have not personally addressed our viewers. I'm simply not comfortable speaking in public, or in this instance, to the public. However, as of today, that's changing here at HTW. I felt it necessary to speak to you about the circumstances that led to the interaction shown in this segment that took place at the supervisors' meeting held on September 12th. Ever since Chair Dave Boyer was caught on a hot mic being rude and belligerent to our editor, Dave Boyer has attempted to disrupt our endeavor to provide informational and quality videos as a public service to township residents and our viewers. In July, Dave Boyer and the board approved a recording devices resolution that contained unconstitutional provisions. The resolution was prepared by Township Solicitor Todd King, a shareholder of the law firm Salzman Hughes. At the August board meeting, that resolution was amended to remove the unconstitutional provisions. This was only accomplished by the overwhelming support of this community. Our video entitled "You Can't Record There" was picked up by various YouTube channels, made its way onto X, Facebook, and other social media sites. The supporters of the YouTube channels and other social media sites redressed their grievances by calls and emails to the township. Needless to say, Dave Boyer was not happy with this national exposure. The outpouring of support by each of you was truly overwhelming, and we send our sincere appreciation. This video segment shows Dave Boyer's reaction to that support in the form of retaliation against this channel. As an elected official, Dave Boyer has shown he doesn't represent the residents, but rather he rules over the residents. In future videos, we will be giving more information about the clique that runs the township, so please stay tuned. Thank you, and let's go to the video.
Thank you. The first item I'd like to talk about is last month we adopted a policy on recording devices. And the policy, Marie, I think you, Mr. Ganji, received a copy of that, but I noticed you turned this camera on and I noticed you turned that camera on, so I assume that is your equipment. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are you aware that our policy has designated that area as the location for the cameras?
I've been using it for the past 2 months in this aisle.
Yeah, and we adopted the policy last month, so are you ignoring our policy, or I'm respectfully asking you to put it where our policy says you can have it?
I can't put it on the table, it has to be on here,
Okay.
on the tripod.
Well, it can still be on that table.
It can be on the these are attached to a tripod, I can't remove them.
Okay.
I mean, why do you want it suddenly on the table?
Because we adopted the policy last month, and now we're
But,
going to enforce the
okay.
policy. If you don't, I mean, certainly, if you want to put it at the back of that table, I don't have a problem with that, on the side there. But I would like you to move this. This is a camera too, correct?
It's a camera and an audio recorder because none of you speak up.
Okay. But again, our policy says that it has to be located there.
Nothing on the table, it indicates, can we discuss this later, because right now I'd like to get on with the meeting?
No.
I mean, really.
No, we can't, because we adopted a policy.
This is harassment.
It's really not.
It is, that's been there since, what, April? And nobody said anything.
Because-
And last month when you adopted that, you said nothing about this can't be here or that. So, like I said,
Because I said it would be in effect at the next meeting, and now it's in effect at this meeting, so that's our policy.
that's not on the table, that's not on the board table.
But it is not at the location we provided in our policy. So, can you please move
Can you
it?
turn off that camera and still have
No.
it at
No.
sound?
Okay.
No. If you want me to move this over there, it'll be in front of the thing, but there's somebody else recording.
Yeah, that is, the township has bought a camera to record the meetings that we will post on our website. The recordings will be unedited, without any comments. They'll be just of our meeting. and we're going to try to post them on our website so people can watch our meeting, okay?
But that has to stay there because you don't speak up, you refuse to speak up. The engineer tells everybody, just read it off the screen. Nobody can see that screen if you're sitting behind here. So I don't know what the problem is. There's not a crowd in here. We recorded when there were 50 people for the zoning hearing. This is harassment of me. I know it's retaliation, none of you like me, but this attorney should have more professionalism and just say, leave it be for now. And I know that you are the big cheese here and that you are very domineering, but we provide this as a public service to this community, to the residents.
I would like to add something. There's all kind of disabilities. And there are also hearing disabilities. The only way I know what's going on in this township is when my sister started recording this. I could watch the videos and understand what was going on. We asked numerous times for every one of you to please speak up, and you won't. Now, there is an American Disability Act. Are you compliant with that?
I don't know the answer to that question. I think our policy is reasonable and fair, and we're allowed to adopt the policy. So we have
But why is
order in
that
our...
bothering you? Because it shows Gus and the engineer and the roadmaster, is that why you're upset?
No, because that's against our policy. You know,
Well, why is it against the policy?
ma'am,
Why is that?
You know, ma'am, we debated this last meeting and the meeting
We
before.
didn't debate it last meeting.
You had your opportunity to
Yeah.
speak, okay?
And at that time, you said nothing about this.
Because the me... So
If you
again,
had told me that, I could have rearranged it perhaps with the editor that,
okay.
but this is impossible right now. So
It's not,
if you,
it's not impossible. You're choosing not to move it. That's not impossible, okay? It is possible for you to move it.
you know what?
You can have a camera.
You're so despicable. This whole group is so despicable. I can't wait to speak up on the Greenbrier debacle. You are unbelievable.
I am the editor and producer for HTW. I'd like to thank our viewers for their support and encouragement as we continue to grow this channel. It is Marie's desire to have a government that is accountable, responsible, and transparent that drives this channel and is the reason we are changing its format. HTW will continue to record all board meetings of Huntington Township. But Marie and I will be sitting down to discuss these videos in a podcast or tabletop review. We believe that this format will provide detailed information and elaborate on research that was not covered during the board meetings. As always, HTW is proud to provide citizens of Huntington Township, Adams County, Pennsylvania, and any other citizens with information on Huntington Township board meetings. This is Wayne from HTW. Kind regards.